Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on, good people? What's going on with you? As you come on in, please hit that thumbs up for your boy. This is not going to be, well, at least I'm trying not to make it long, but it's not going to be long at all. However, there is an update, and a lot of us was asking the question about the mom. Where's the mom? I remember for y'all saying the position that she in, there's not much she probably can say or whatnot. But however, though, we have updated. The mom has released a statement about her baby boy, and so that's a good thing. And also, um, a forensic person has weighed in on the story as well, and I think he has some pretty interesting things that he had to say about the story or whatnot. And he's not connected to the case, but I guess he's speaking as if he was on the case, these were some things that he was probably looking for to determine, I guess, Corey's mindset, and I guess to see will he be fit to stand trial or whatnot about his hearing or however they're gonna go with this. I think a lot of people is very patiently waiting and see how this gonna go with this young boy's story. However, though, I'm glad to see that they have. She lost another child 2015. Jesus Christ! Wow, wow. Wait a minute. Are you saying lost as died or lost as in CPS custody? Well, however, though, I am glad to see that we have his face on a billboard. Mr. 4-year-old boy, Codi Bigsby, his face is on the billboard down there. Anybody with information, call 1-800, call FBI with information. So I think that's pretty dope that they done that for him. I'm seeing a lot of people talking about Summer and her billboard, I want to talk about his billboard. I'm glad that he has a billboard. So shout out to them for doing that. Thank y'all so much. Y'all say y'all want to share his picture out. Y'all doing the damn thing down there. So salute to y'all who got this billboard up. You say he killed himself. Wow. Damn. That's crucial. That's crucial. Curl Peter Chocolate was going on. TL20, Crystal Moore, Juju, what's going on? Wendy, what's going on? All right. I really did share this out, guys. So a lot of people are probably gonna catch the replay. I shared it out to a few places, but my goal is not to try to make this long at all. I'm trying not to make this long at all. So we're gonna get right into everything that I have, and as always, we're gonna talk about it. So let's get right into it. We're gonna bring this up. And I may have to refresh it depending on what it's finna do. And I think it's probably finna play an ad. And that's exactly what it's doing, it's playing an ad. Okay. So I'm waiting to get to playing this ad, then we'll get to what it's saying. And it should be coming up right now. Bam, pause. All right. You said people also need to understand Cody was on at 3 when all this happened, not 4. He turned 4 January 18th. Oh, that's what's going on. Okay, well, 3 or 4. I mean, at this point, I guess the age doesn't really matter. We have a young man that's missing, so I'm not too much going to just look into that right there. So, but for those people who like accurate information, I guess that right there will play a hand in it. But I mean, regardless of his age, he's still missing, as far as we know. So let's get right into it, guys, and hear what's going on.
12 days since 4-year-old Codi Bigsby was reported missing, and tonight, still no sign of him.
And now, while his father remains behind bars, charged with child neglect unrelated to Codi's disappearance, we try to bring more context to what investigators may have already done. First tonight, though, we are hearing from the first time from Bigsby's mother. In a statement she sent exclusively to 10 on Your Side, she wanted to thank the community. In part, she says, quote, "It truly warms my heart. I am praying for the safe return of my baby boy, Codi. I hope the public and the community understand and respect my position during this tragic time." And 10 on Your Side is not naming the mother right now, as she hasn't been identified as a person of interest. And she says that she may play a role in any upcoming legal action. As far as the investigation goes, Hampton Police Chief Mark Talbot says they continue to comb over evidence.
The evidence about what likely occurred has been very clear. There's little about this that has been mysterious.
Now, Codi's father, 43-year-old Codi Bigsby, is now behind bars at the Hampton Roads Regional Jail, and investigators are actively working behind the scenes as they review forensic evidence.
At 10 on Your Side's Michelle Wolf joins us from the Wavy newsroom after speaking with a forensic psychologist about what this process entails. Michelle.
Of course, there's analyzing the items taken from Codi Bigsby's apartment, but then there's an evaluation of Codi Bigsby himself.
Oh, I forgot about that. Has anybody? Do we know what they have taken out his place? I remember seeing something on that. Do we know what they have taken out of his place, or are they keeping hush hush on that? I forgot. Yeah, I remember seeing that. If y'all can give some details about that. I know they took some evidence out of his place, but what all did they take?
I spoke with a forensic psychologist based out of Norfolk. He's not tied to the case and explains how the process works.
A series of tests Codi Bigsby may have to go through if he hasn't already. The first would determine if he's mentally fit.
This evaluation would cover his competency to stand trial.
Forensic psychologist Dr. Earl Williams, who practices out of Norfolk, has been following the Bigsby case. Dr. Williams explains that if Codi Bigsby shows he's competent to stand trial.
Now that right there, they trying to do as far as they go. That's concerning me if that's what they're gonna try to push, and it also concerned me as to why he haven't chosen to spoke to the lawyer as well, and I remember one of the last streams I did, somebody came in, they were talking about maybe he is mentally delayed and this, that, and the third. So I'm kind of concerned about that. About their competent to stand trial thing, but we see where it goes. We see where it goes.
The next step is to see if he's suffering from a mental illness.
If he has ever been hospitalized for a mental illness, I would want a copy of those records. If he is being treated on the outside as an outpatient, then I would contact the Community Service Board and see if I can get some information about that.
Bigsby may also be subject to a personality test or an intelligence exam.
I may want to administer an IQ test. I may want to administer a test for depression, because a lot of times depression will lower your ability to kind of think clearly.
Based on the findings, Bigsby's children, in this case his 5-year-old son, the oldest of his 4 children in the house, would be evaluated.
Anyone that had any significant contact with him, maybe his job, maybe a neighbor if they heard anything, maybe his mate or a girlfriend or a wife. If there are other children involved, I may want to look at interviewing them.
Dr. Williams tells me a typical psychiatric report for a criminal case is about 10 pages long. Live in the Wavy newsroom, Michelle Wolf, 10 on Your Side.
And of course, we'll continue to follow any new developments in the Codi Bigsby case. We have a page dedicated to our extensive coverage. We know how much this means to so many in the community. You can find it right now over on wavy.com. Just click on search for Codi Bigsby under the news tab.
Now, see,
It's go time with wireless.
Hearing all that, now I'm gonna get a little bit concerned how this is gonna go. I am concerned how this is gonna go. Is he gonna try to harp on the fact to try to um, go with that, go down that road, trying to say he's not competent to stand trial or however the hell they're gonna push that? And now, one thing they did just say was about work. Now, doing this whole story, at least what I've been covering, I haven't heard anybody say anything about what kind of job he do if he worked at all. You know, and he said depression, doesn't make you think clearly, which I think I believe there's some truth in that. But however, though, one of the things that stands out to me, though, as far as they're trying to push the depression thing, when you depressed, you really don't want to do nothing. You don't want to eat. I mean, it's hard for you to sleep. I mean, just a lot of things that drains your energy. I'd have dealt with a little bit of it before, but people who suffer from it on an acute level or on a high level, I can't just say how it really is, but I have felt it a little bit. And I say this to any of you. If any of you dealing with that, God bless you, because that's not a good feeling when you feeling down like that. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to eat. You don't want to get out the house. You don't want to socialize. I mean, it's a awful feeling, and it's just like your body feel like it's dead weight. You feel like a zombie in your own inner circle, and you don't want to move and you don't want to do anything. Trust me, I felt it before, and it's crazy. Well, I think mine more so was like heartbreak. My feelings was hurt real bad about something, but how they express depression, that's how I felt. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to move. Stayed in the house. Didn't want to eat. It was hard for me to sleep. Even taking sleeping pills, I could not sleep because the shit was bothering me that bad. But for me, it only lasted a couple of days, and I snapped out of it, and thank God. But I always gonna cherish the moment because I know how it felt. I know how it felt. So when people say they dealing with that, man, God bless y'all, because that shit is serious. It is real serious. I don't laugh at that. I don't make jokes about that. Depression is something serious. It's something serious. So any of you in my chat room that's dealing with that, again, God bless you. For real. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. And no matter how much people try to talk you and snap you into reality, it's just not going to work. It's not going to work. All right? It's not going to work. So God bless y'all, whoever dealing with that. God bless y'all. God bless y'all. But however, though, Olivia said that's exactly what she's going through right now. Never been this bad. Olivia, bless you, dear. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. And I think they have medication to deal with that, but medication for something like that, I don't think it make it better. I think it makes it worse. Well, for some people may work, but something like that, I just don't think medication can treat it. I think that's something that you have to fight to get yourself back in the right state of mind. Amen. I don't think medication will fix that. Maybe it can simmer you down a little bit. But for medication, to use medication to try to fix that problem, I don't think medication can fix that. I think that there's something you got to battle with your mind and your soul to snap out of it and get back to your original self. But maybe medication may help some people get through that. But like I said, me mainly, it was my feelings were hurt about something. But I still felt them same symptoms. But for some of y'all who's dealing with that shit on a acute, when I say acute, it comes here and there. But on a higher level, it's like this shit comes frequently. You know, man, I can imagine what y'all going through. K Bless says she going through that her whole life. Dear, I remember you. Used in my chat room a story that I was doing. I asked you to come on the show. I forgot what story I was doing, but I remember you. How you doing, love? It's been a long time, but I remember you. I remember you. Carol said medication all these years haven't helped. They have tried so many since I've been a child. Right, Peter Chalker, medication is only temporary. It's only temporary. Hey, News and Shenanigans, what's going on, babe? How you doing? How you doing? Anisha said, meds exactly right. They meant to be temporary. Best wishes ever. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Meds is on a temporary. So I don't think meds can fit something like that. It can't. I don't think meds fit something like that. So again, by me feeling the symptoms of what y'all feel, y'all go through that, I can speak on it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. So with that being said, I've been diagnosed with 2 different depressions. Oh, it's 2 of them? Maybe I need to do a show one day, let y'all speak about y'all issues with dealing with that. I think that's something that I would love to hear y'all stories about how y'all get in that state. And also, I would like to hear y'all stories as to what is one of y'all main triggers. And I'm talking to men and women. If men listening to, they're dealing with depression. I would like to know what is one of y'all main triggers that get y'all in that state. And now with that being said, with y'all who suffer with depression, how y'all able to come listen to us do these stories? This shit don't trigger y'all? And not just watching me. I mean, anybody who do these stories, this shit don't trigger y'all? Y'all don't get depressed? Y'all don't fall in depression after y'all watch my show or anybody's shows who talk about these stories? This is some sick shit. Y'all don't get triggered? News and Shenanigans, if it's anybody in your family, dear, my condolences to you. Well, my condolences to you, love. You got my number, so you want to talk or holler at your boy. You got my number. But, man, Jesus Christ. So, yeah, I might do a show about that. Let y'all come tell y'all story, man. And my thing would be with that is, I'm aiming for the young generation because I want the young generation to hear this. And maybe y'all could be an inspiration to them, you know, to help, I guess, make better choices or decisions where they could try to stay far away from falling into their hole. You know, so maybe we could do that, and hopefully the young generation can hear it and take notes about things that they friends or somebody going through, or they may going through. You know, y'all could be inspiration in helping them deal with it. But we'll set up a show like that one day. We do. We'll set up a show like that, and I'll let all y'all come up there and talk, men and women. If you deal with it, you come up here and talk about it. I'll let you talk about it. She said it triggers me. That's why I had to switch it up a little bit. All right. It's too much to take in on a daily basis. All right. Did that. Dee Roberts said, I felt like I fell into a black hole and I couldn't get out. Medication and therapy saved my life. Well, amen, Dee. Amen. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. All right, guys, I don't want to get too far from the topic, but bless your heart. Like I said, any of y'all dealing with that, man, bless your heart, seriously. But the reason I brought that up when they said that about him dealing with depression, because the one thing that's sticking with me when they said that he left his children to go get a car. And you heard the guy just say, they make poor decisions. Now, there was a poor decision that he made to leave his children at home for several hours to go get a car. But can we really say that has something to do with depression? Or did that have something to do with because that's what he wanted was a car? So he went and got what he wanted. Never mind his kids being unsupervised. He just wanted a car at that time, and said, damn them children. Now, can you put that on depression? Or can you put it in a category that he did what he wanted to do, and he wanted to go get a car? So that kind of concerns me when we were going in that area with him about depression, because some things that they claim he did, I'm not so sure they fall into the depression state. I think it's just stuff that he just chose to do on his own because he just don't want to deal with his children anymore. But like I said, if they evaluate him and find out that that's what it is, then hey, it is what it is. I just not running with that right now. I'm not running with that right now. But we'll see. So this is what the forensic psychologist said about the situation. If it's him and he's getting involved, that's all the things he had to take a look at to determine his mentality. Now, I want to bring this up because again, the mom has released a statement. Well, look like I already played this. Look like this may be the same thing I just played, so I might need to skip this. But let me see. I might need to skip it.
Frustration is mounting in the search for 4-year-old Codi Bigsby.
Police are saying just a little bit, but the boy's mother has something to say. As we've told you, the focus of the search itself has changed over the last several days. What people in the neighborhood want is more information from police. 10 on your side's Brett Hall has more on that, as well as the statement from Codi's mother. Brett?
Tom and Anita, frustration seemingly present for all involved at this point. But tonight, for the first time, we are hearing from Codi Bigsby's mother. Now, we are not naming her right now, as she is not accused of doing anything wrong. And according to Hampton's police chief, she is not a person of interest in Codi's disappearance. But she wants the community to hear something from her. Tonight, the question for the last 11 days remains the same. Where is Codi Bigsby? Searches by police and community members continue in Hampton as the 4-year-old's picture is shared far and wide. The goal? Just bring Codi home. Codi's mother telling 10 on your side in her first statement since her son's disappearance. She appreciates all everyone is doing. She says in part, "It truly warms my heart. I am praying for the safe return of my baby boy. Codi, I hope the public and the community understand and respect my position during this tragic time." The statement went on to say she is reluctant to say more about the situation at the advice of legal counsel. She alluded to possible involvement in the legal case. No charges have been filed in Codi's disappearance, but his father, Codi Bigsby, is currently behind bars on child neglect charges that stem from the police department's investigation. Still, the community wants more answers. Hampton Police Chief Mark Talbot telling City Council last night.
I want to start by thanking you all for not being a distraction throughout a very long and difficult investigation.
He says detectives are focused on getting it right.
The evidence about what likely occurred has been very clear. There's little about this that has been mysterious.
Codi Bigsby was transferred to the Hampton Roads Regional Jail in Portsmouth today. He'll be there until at least the end of the month, awaiting a bond appeal hearing. His attorney tells us that he's hopeful Bigsby will be released so he can assist in the search for his son. Live in the newsroom tonight, Brett Hall, 10 on your side.
Thank you, Brett. So many people want those answers. And stay with 10 on your side for the latest developments on air and online in the Codi Bigsby case.
Here's my problem when they say they hope he's released so he can get involved in the search. Well, I guess not so much of a problem, but something that got a question mark on my head. He volunteered to go to the police station. It has been put out. He volunteered to go to the police station. So if he volunteered to go, I'm assuming he had the right to leave whenever he chose to. And if that is the case, that he could have left whenever he chose to, he could have been involved in the search. In my opinion, now, if he chose to go down there, then I'm sure he could have chose to left whenever he felt the need to. And if I'm right on that he had the choice to leave, then I'm going to say that he could have been involved in this search. He could have been involved. But at the same time, I'm going to say this too. While Corey is down there, he still got the power right now to talk. He still got the power now to talk and tell what's really going on here. Everybody keeps saying somebody know this, somebody know that, somebody knows this, somebody knows that. Yes, somebody do know it. He knows what's going on. And that man just sitting back watching y'all search for his son, and this whole time he know where his son is at. Now that was making me mad. He's sitting back and he hearing all this going on. I'm sure his sister keeping him updated whenever he get his phone calls or whatnot. This man know what's going on. Ain't no way in the hell you gonna tell me that he don't know what's going on. He know what's going on, and still refuses to talk. They say he ever had to speak to no lawyer. He didn't request a lawyer. The daughter went and got the lawyer, and still nothing right now. Still nothing. The police came out and said he is not being held against his will. He is well aware of his rights. And if he had requested that attorney, they would have been more than happy to let him speak to that attorney. But the thing is, he never asked for the attorney. According to them, he never asked for it. So like I said, I'm curious about that as well. And I'm going to go even further and say this. And if I'm wrong, please forgive me. Corey may be sitting back and try to milk this whole thing out for what it is. And I'm not necessarily saying financial gain, because I don't think he'll get any financial gain from this. But I'm saying is, sister, he just try to milk it and just see how far he can go with it. And to actually see if he can get away with whatever happened. He probably sit back milking this stuff. And that's why he ain't saying nothing. He just milking it out, just letting it all play out. He tagging his sister along. She thinking he innocent, but at the same time, he see his sisters stepping up for him. He see that it's his strange wife. She said, hey, they saying she's advocating for him to get out. He's seeing all this, and the man has support. He have support. But this man probably just sitting back and just milking this thing and see how far it can go. How many of y'all agree with me when I say with that? When I say that. He probably just sitting back looking like, man, you know what? I'm just going to see how far I can go with this. I ain't going to say shit. I'm just going to keep on hearing the news, and I'm going to keep on hearing all the information I want to hear. I ain't going to say nothing until I'm ready to say something. Until somebody get real hot of the evidence, I may open my mouth then. But right now, everybody cold. They don't know where to look at. But I know where to look at. My man Sage in the been. How that boy doing, man? Oh, you just had another one too, man. Congratulations, brother. I'm glad to see you in the chat room. Right, man. It's like he has no fear. This don't scare him. He has no fear. He's not scared out. Hey, Christina, what's going on? How you doing? What's going on? Goldie said, Goldilocks, hey, what's going on, babe? She said, I'm happy to catch you live. This is my state and called it from the beginning. One of the child caregivers did this like always. Wow, crazy. So go like, okay, you said that they milk it every time. So you agree with me when I say that. This man sitting back and milking this and see how far he can go with it. He's milking it. And since he claimed his children is a burden, I wouldn't be surprised if he just showed no remorse and say he don't give a fuck for real. Since he claimed they're a burden, I wouldn't be surprised. I just wouldn't. 4 months old. All right, congratulations, brother. Congratulations, brother. Janika, hey, dear, you back in the building. What's going on? Janika said, the thing is, I see your point. My question is, why did he report Codi missing? Hold on, guys. Hold on. right, sorry about that. You didn't say the thing that I see your point. My question is, why did he report Cody missing? Then he didn't have to say a word, right? And that too. That too. Now, let me throw a theory out there. Could it be possible the reason he reported Cody missing because maybe people started asking about him? Because somebody sent me something that they said, this is another story where people in the neighborhood claim they hardly ever seen the kids. And have anybody else heard that too? They said this is another one of the story that some of the neighbors are claiming that they hardly ever seen the kids or they didn't see the kids at all. He didn't let them come outside. So could it be a possibility with that being said, and if that is true, I got to say allegedly because I don't have concrete that's what happened. But allegedly, some people were saying they didn't see the children outside. Same thing with the Cal City boys. Allegedly, some neighbors say that they didn't see the children outside. Trezell then would let them come outside, so they hardly seen them or whatnot. So could it be a possibility that somebody may have been asking about the children or probably asking for Cody specifically? And that's what he said, okay, people start to ask questions, so I'm going to come out and say something now. Could there be a possibility? Just think about it. Could it be a possibility? Because a lot of us think, some of us think now that Cody may have been gone way before this man reported Cody missing. And I'm kind of starting to believe that too. This boy probably been gone. But again, Corey's sitting up here milking it and seeing how far he can let it go. And if he is doing that, I'm going to say he a piece of shit. And here's why I say he a piece of shit, because your sister out there fighting for you. I give her that much. Your sister out there fighting for you, dude. That girl love you. And if you doing that and doing that to her, then dude, you ain't shit. But then again, it's the same man who said his children is a burden. So will any of us be surprised? Okay? It's the same man he said his children was a burden. So if he don't give a shit, should we be surprised? Now, I went back and checked my chat room on previous streams I did on this. Some of y'all said this, and I hope this is not the case, but I can't act like this ain't going on out there. I seen a couple of y'all saying that the way the sister act, they acted like they more than brother and sister. I said, oh, I hope that's not what's going on. And y'all know what they talking about. They said she's acting more than just his sister, as if they try to say that him and his sister got something going on. Now, I don't want to go that far, but I can't act like that incest don't goes on around the world, because it does. But I saw a couple of y'all saying in my chat room. And I hope that's not what's going on. Jesus Christ, I hope that's not what's going on. I hope not. But I give y'all freedom of speech, and y'all that's the way y'all feel, then hey, I can't knock y'all if that's how the way y'all feel. Because maybe y'all seeing, sometimes women can read other women's body language and they can be like, I don't know, girl, you acting like he more than your brother. I mean, if I had to guess, you sound like you fucking your brother. Some women can read women body language, and some men can read men body language, So maybe y'all are seeing something in her body language or her tone to make y'all feel like that there's more going on between them two. But I'm going to say this. I'm not going to go that route. Unless it come out that they all going that route, I'm not going to go that route. But if y'all feel like that, hey, I can't stop y'all from feeling like that. I just hope it ain't. I just hope that ain't going on. I just hope that ain't going on. She might just be aggressive because they have been preparing for this moment way ahead of time. Okay, well, Christina, I hope that's what it is, dear. I hope that's what it is. All right. Anyway, guys, let's continue because, again, like I said, I don't want to make this long, and this is probably going to be the last thing that I bring up right here. I want to bring this right here at the city council meeting and what the activists did while they was doing this council meeting.
All right, 11 days have passed since Codi Bigsby's father reported him missing. Investigators have not said what happened to the 4-year-old. We've seen the community very invested in this high-profile case. And today, Governor Glenn Youngkin commented on the case.
What is most disappointing is that we really don't have any clarity. And so I just call everyone to continue to provide every effort and every resource we have. Because when a child goes missing, it is the saddest thing we can possibly imagine.
But there is growing criticism. During a Hampton City Council meeting last night, some speakers asked the mayor and council why they aren't searching. A small group of activists pushed the boundaries. Allison Basil spoke with city council members about the tension. She's live for us tonight at Hampton City Hall. Allison.
Yeah, David, early in the meeting, Police Chief Mark Talbot tried to bring city council members up to speed on the search for Codi, but that update was quickly interrupted by a bullhorn and a frenzy of people shouting from the audience.
A formal city council meeting spiraling into chaos.
We were out here for 9 days straight. Why you want to sit here and call somebody a distraction? This is what you call a distraction.
Activists abruptly shouted while Hampton Police Chief Mark Talbot updated city council members on search efforts to find 4-year-old Codi Bigsby. Once those activists were removed, Chief Talbot assured council investigators are doing everything they can to find Codi.
We will leave no stone unturned. We haven't stopped since day one.
Last week, police said Codi's father, Codi Bigsby, reported his son missing. A few days later, police arrested Bigsby on unrelated child neglect charges. Speakers at the meeting asked council members why they aren't searching for Codi. Councilman Stephen Brown says his job is to support authorities.
My role as a council member is to empower and to provide resources for the professionals.
Brown says the outburst at City Hall pushed the envelope.
It took the spotlight off of Codi and put the spotlight on the organization who was getting rowdy and making the loudest noise.
Vice Mayor Jimmy Gray says his colleagues may have to rethink meeting procedures moving forward.
We certainly don't want to restrict anybody's right, but I think last night was a little bit over the top.
However, Brown says he's grateful to see so many people passing out flyers and sharing information.
And I'm proud of my community, and I'm proud of all of those who searched for the young man. And certainly prayers have gone up for him.
And during his update, Chief Talbot also told city council members that he is thankful for all of the community members that have reached out and offered to help search. Live in Hampton, Allison Basil, 13 News Now.
And police charged Codi's father, Corey, with 7 counts of felony child neglect unrelated to the boy's disappearance. On Tuesday, a judge denied bond for Bigsby, and his lawyer immediately appealed for a new hearing, which is set for February 25th.
All right, February 25th, new court hearing, and hopefully they will get somewhere then. Let me talk about the community activists. Let me talk about them. I agree with what you believe in. You should stand your ground. I believe in that. Even for activists, I believe in that. If you believe in something, you have the right to stand your ground. But even you as an activist have to know when you take things too far. Me personally, that was not necessary. That wasn't. And I was reading some of the comments, and there was people in the comments like, pretty much saying the same thing what the guy was saying, not verbatim, but pretty much saying what the guy was saying. Who is this really about? Is this about Codi or this is about y'all? And then I saw somebody in the comment section say, no, that dude is trying to they feel like he's trying to push his Facebook and YouTube. I didn't even know he had a YouTube. But they saying he's trying to push his YouTube and Facebook. I don't know. I don't know the guy, so I can't say that's what he's doing or not. But he claiming distractions. What distractions? What distractions is he talking about? What distraction? Okay? Now, to go even further with that, how are y'all having so much animosity towards the mayor and the police chief or whatever? But Corey is being named as the suspect to his son's disappearance. He was the last one to see him. So why are y'all not being fair and use that same energy towards Corey? Put a bullhorn in his ear and say, hey man, you need to tell us where your son at. We out here looking for your son, but you ain't out here saying nothing. You got all these people out here looking for your son. You got people coming from across other towns or states or whatnot coming down here helping for your son, helping to find your son, man. And you ain't saying nothing. Now, if they was doing that to him as well, then I would say y'all being fair. But y'all came in to break up that, something that they doing for Codi, and the detective is reporting to the council saying, hey, you know, we're doing the best that we can to get it resolved. I'm the one responsible for this case. So if you got that much animosity towards them, then I feel like you should have that same animosity towards the man who is the father of this boy missing. Because again, he was the last one that claimed to seen Codi at 2 a.m. in the morning, and he woke up at 9 o'clock and Codi was gone. Not his other children, but Codi was the only one that was gone. So I didn't like that when they did that. I thought they were doing a little bit too much. And I think by them acting like that, I don't think it's going to help the case. Not sure if it's going to hurt the case either. I don't know. But that's not helping going there doing shit like that. And then on top of that, when they had the press conference, the man answered your question clear as day about what you asked him about. You know, was he held against his will? Was he denied to talk to the attorney? Things like that. He answered your question clear as day. And then turned around and answered it the same way the second time. But y'all wasn't satisfied with his answer. What did y'all want him to tell you? What was y'all looking for him to tell y'all? What did y'all want? And like Goldlock said, y'all going at the wrong people. And see, this is another thing about activists. I don't know about him. I can't say he do this. But you got a lot of activists that say fuck 12, meaning fuck police. Okay? But when a child or something that's come up missing, who do y'all go to? The police. So do you want them on the case or do you not want them on the case? Or do you want to do the search yourself? Because at this point, after y'all did that, if I was the chief, I probably would have been like, hey, you know what, bro? I tell you what, since you feel like we're a distraction, we're going to let y'all have the case. Let y'all solve this case. And we're going to step back. Since you claim we're not doing things the right way, or we're not moving how you want us to move, how about we give y'all the case, let y'all run it, and see how far y'all get. Leave us out of it. We're going to another case. Y'all go ahead. And then since y'all say fuck 12 anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. I give you all the documents that you want. Go right on ahead. But you know, of course, they can't do that. But, you know, but what if they can, though? What if the chief can do that? Say, hey, okay, y'all take the case. Y'all take it over. We're gonna work on another case. Y'all take it over. I would love to see what would happen. I would love to see what would happen. Christina, but can you blame them, though? Listen to what I just said. Fuck 12, but whenever something happened, you calling 12. So it's like, where can they win at? They can't win nowhere. Look what happened down there in Milwaukee when it came to I'm gonna call him Codi too. What's that boy name? Jesus Christ, that boy. I was just thinking about that boy the other day. What's the young boy down there in Milwaukee we did a show on? Why I can't remember that boy name. Oh my God, I was just talking about him the other day. Somebody hit me out. What's that boy we were doing that story on down there in Milwaukee? Major Harris. There we go. Thank you. Major Harris. I don't know how the hell I couldn't think about that. Major Harris. Thank you. That's his name. Look how they were doing the cops down there. Look how they doing the police down there. I mean, it's like, in situations like this, it's like, where can they win at? They can't win. No matter how much emphasis they put on it, no matter how much agencies or how many people they get to come out there and help, it's still going to always be a problem. It's always going to be a problem. And I feel you on that night. I promise you I feel you on that. But the point I'm trying to make is, when it comes to stuff like this, why are we trying to make a molehill into a mountain? When we don't get the answers that we want, we just act a damn fool. So to you, Christina, if a lot of them is leaving because they fed up, I mean, can you blame them? Can you blame them? All that energy you directing at 12, so you call them. But it's not being directed at Corey. And he's the key to this whole case. And y'all heard what they said about the mom. She wants to speak on who's involved, but I guess in her position, she can't just really say about their involvement right now. But I'm assuming by them saying that, she knows a little bit more what's going on. She probably know who he been around, who he let in and out their house, who been around the children. The mom probably does know. But again, in whatever position that she's in, she cannot say right now. But I got a feeling when she's able to talk, when they take that leash off of her, that woman I believe that woman gonna grind him. She gonna grind him in the dirt. Because she dealt with him and got a child by him. So she would be one of the women that knows him personally. She knows him personally. And I would love to hear who she thinks that's involved in this, or who she knows involved in this. So now that's one update I'm gonna be waiting on. When they finally release that call off of her and she get to doing this right here, I can't wait. And I'm literally gonna pop a bag of popcorn as she speak. I'm gonna pop a bag of popcorn. Cause this is her child missing too. And I'm sure she's pissed. And one of the things she's thinking about is, our son was in your care. Where is our son, you jackass? Corey, where's our son? Corey, where is our son? He was with you last, Corey. You told everybody he was with you last, Corey. You say you last saw him at 2 a.m., Corey. You say you woke up Corey, he was gone. Your story don't make sense, dear. Where's our son? These are your words, Corey. This is what you told the public, Corey. This is what you told the police. You last seen him at 2 o'clock, and you was very detailed of what he had on when you last seen him. You was very detailed in what he had on, Corey. So where's our son, Corey? Where's our son, Corey? So I say this to the mom. You stay on his ass. If you talking to him, stay on his ass. But that's just not your child, that's y'all child. Stay on his ass. And I feel the community activists out there, y'all need to stay on his ass too. Stop picking at the police and get on him. Get on him too. If you're going to do that to the police, be fair. That's all I'm asking. Be fair and talk to him too. And get on his ass too. Because he's the last one that's seen that boy, and he is the key. He's the key. It ain't nobody else. He's the key to that boy missing. Now that's a real distraction if you ask me. He the distraction. He's the key to that boy missing. And I want to say to you, brother, who came in there and did that, if it does come out that he did kill that boy, I want to know when you issued him an apology. And I would like to know what you would say about him when you find out that he the one that did do it. I would love to hear what you say after the fact. I would love to hear what you say after the fact. Not only you, but the sister too. I would love to see what y'all would say after the fact. Now, ladies and gentlemen, y'all tell me anything that I said wrong thus far. Anything I said wrong thus far. Now, what's going on? Goldilocks, what's going on? Melissa B. Billy Rose says she just found my channel, so appreciate you. Roll them out. Hey, dude, what's going on? Dom in the building. What's up, Dom? Sandy, what's going on? Lakeisha, hey dear, what's going on? Janika, Sea Turtle, Doc Paul, hey babe. Melissa, Vicky, what's going on? She said justice for Codi. Amen, amen, amen. Did I say Lakeisha already? What's up, Lakeisha? Christina, what's up? Queen, what's up? Mary H, what's going on? Good day, Tina Power, what's going on? My man Sage, what's going on? I don't know if you're still in the building or not, but my brother Sage came through. Appreciate you, my brother. Marnina Martin came through. Hey, dear, what's going on? Appreciate you. Shelly T67, what's going on? Gloria Bates, how you doing? Deanna Banks, he said, thank you, you're so right. Appreciate you. We ain't got some news. Always a pleasure to see you, dear. Mountain Girl, hey, pretty eyes, what's going on? I thought I saw Juju up here earlier too, did I? Carol Smith, what's going on? Dee Dee Robert, what's going on? Olivia, News and Shenanigans. Kay Bliss, what's going on? Pretty Chocolate Girl, what he do? Ravenheart, what he do? Bag Lady Bullets, hey. TF20, don't know you still in the building, but what up? Azrin, what up? Angela William Proverb, hey, long time, how you been, dear? Laura Bell, been a while since I seen you too, what's going on with you? All right, Krista Moore, I did see Juju, she was there in the beginning, okay, I thought I saw Juju. All right. Long and short, she said, I wish I could just hold that, babe. I know that look at his face of his pics. or would have taken good care of. I think we all would have long and short center. I think we all would have. That's a handsome boy. I believe we all have. Evelyn, who there? Hey there, what's going on, Billy Rose? I'm all for Chaotic Truth Live. Would love to have you on panel sometimes. Chaotic Truth? Who? I think I'd have heard that channel before, Chaotic Truth. My man going to Shepherd and be like, all right. My man going to Shepherd, ran down, hey dear, what's going on? You know, so yeah. So what's going on? All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the mom is released. I'm glad she came out and said something. Thank you so much. She came out and spoken. I wish she could have said more. I wish she would have said more. I wish she could have said more. But again, in her position, it's only so much she can say. But I wish that statement would have been like, Corey, you bitch. You need to tell people what you did with our son and stop the fucking shenanigans. And stop leading people on who's out there looking for your son. Boy, I want to be nice and she put it plain straight like that. I would be like, damn. Because she being raw dog with it. But again, in her position, she can't go that route. So, but anyway, shout out to the mom. And shout out to everybody who's out there looking, you know. Thank y'all for being boots on the ground, you know. And hopefully we'll get some kind of conclusion to this story sooner rather than later. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your man, Chris Thorns. Y'all take care of yourself and take care of each other. And y'all be safe out there and keep your kids safe. And go check out my last couple of videos about the 9-year-old who beat her 4-year-old brother to death. I still think there's some fuck shit going on with that story. And I think that caretaker has a lot to do with it. And the father has came out and spoken out about that as well. So go check that out. And please leave your thoughts on what you think about this story. All right? Y'all take care. Peace out.